Hey skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2024 ski test. We've got a K2 Mindbender 116C for you today. Really wide, more directional freeride ski that we see from K2. We've seen this thing for a couple years now, and it really kind of caught our eye as having a nice blend of lightweight, high maneuverability, that wide waist, and then that nice progressive rocker profile that makes this thing just feel like a wonderful option for a deep snow ski, someone who's using this in, backcountry access terrain, any type of resort that's getting deep snow. I think that this thing makes a lot of sense for that type of skier in those situations. It definitely is more one-dimensional, not a whole lot of use for this ski otherwise, but in that realm, in that deep snow, in those more playful scenarios, this ski is one of the smoother ones in the industry for sure. We do get a little bit of an upgrade in the build, still built with an aspen veneer wood core. We get carbon spectral braid, unidirectional flax, so that makes it stiffer from tip to tail, and then they implement their new bioresin bonding adhesive to it. So anytime that they're able to improve or equal the performance with a product like this bioresin and keep it more eco-friendly, that's a win-win. Certainly good news for that. But those are just a few new things. Otherwise, the shape remains very much the same. And for a ski at 116 underfoot, this is the 182. We're on the scale at 2,085 grams, so pretty light for the width. Definitely makes that flotation and maneuverability a lot easier as a result. In that carbon spectral braiding, they're able to fine-tune the flex of the ski, especially the torsional stiffness in the front and then the longitudinal stiffness in the back, by altering how steep they're cross-hatching their carbon stringers. So it's a lot more tight and a lot more across the ski in the front, and then it's looser and more longitudinal in the back. So that gives this ski more of like that rudder-like sense. It doesn't just bend out from under you. If you think about like the Reckoner, and how that thing is a little bit more flexible in the tail. This one stays pretty stiff, especially from a longitudinal flex standpoint. But really, really good option for that soft snow skier. A little bit longer of a turn radius too, and the 182, we're looking at a 22.5 meter arc. So that's going to give the skier a little bit more creativity and flexibility as to shape and duration, as well as opening up kind of that smeary, slashy, and surfy style that's just a whole lot of fun in fresh snow. Still some camber underfoot, not a ton. Definitely flattened out a little bit from the new 106C. And then we get a nice long rocker profile with pretty moderate splay up here. And then that taper is brought down a little bit, not too much further than what we see in the narrower versions, but more than enough to kind of increase that flotation, get that tip up and out of the snow. Then in the tail, long rocker, really, really playful back here. That long rocker pairs well with this pretty early and pretty dramatic taper shape, giving, adding to that rudder-like mentality back here where you're able to be playful with the tails and get the ski to turn and move as you wish and not being, too grabby or hooky. So that adds to more of that free ride element, but still keeps it in a directional manner. So you can, use that long turn radius and still cut pretty straight and aggressive turns through, chalk, windblown, crud, stuff like that. It's not necessarily married to deep and fresh snow, although that's certainly where it excels. And that kind of limits the skier as well. Mainly when we're at skis this width, they're mostly used by advanced and expert skiers who are looking specifically for a soft snow ski for that particular purpose. So there's just not a big range of applications, and that narrows the skier type down. So if you're looking for that soft snow specialty ski, this is a great option. Not too heavy, super maneuverable, very playful, still has that directional aspect to it versus something that's a little bit more twin-tipped and multi-directional. So if you're into that sort of thing, make sure you check out this K2 Mindbender 116C here at skiessentials.com, and we'll see you out there on the hill. Bye.